document hostage for a while. He does something to me, I do something to him. In the course of a day, the escalating events cause us both to get in a bit more trouble and then have revelations about ourselves.
See that?
And get
It's
better.
really great. It's such a different.
It's a great plot.
It's a different plot.
Yeah,
You know?
Absolutely.
yeah. It's very unpredictable and very kind of adult. You know, it's actually the kind of film that I haven't done in a very long time, that when people leave the theater, they'll actually have something to talk about other than, wow, was that explosion great or what?
How do you feel about those explosions, Sam?
I feel great about them because I love action pictures. In fact, I have another big action picture that'll be out toward the end of the summer.
It's going to be the biggest of the year, I think.
Well, not that one. That's another one.
That's right.
That's science fiction. That
Star
has
Wars.
its own built-in kind of audience. People are camped out in line to see it. But
Right.
I have another big film that'll be out toward the end of the summer called Triple X with Vin Diesel.
Wow,
That's,
wow. How many movies a year, Sam?
How many movies a year?
Yeah.
Sometimes, well, between 4 and 6.
Yeah, but you know, I did see a movie the other night that you weren't in.
Did you? Must have been a chick flick.
All right. Here's the scene from Changing Lanes, and in this particular scene, you're in the courtroom.
Yes.
You got in the courtroom trying to convince the judge that, yes, you're responsible enough to have your family back. Here's Samuel L. Jackson, Changing Lanes.
That's my plan. I found a house for Valerie and for the boys, and they don't have to move.
What kind of a house?
It's not a big house, and it's not in great shape, but I can fix it. I can make it work. And there's a space for, well, if she'll have me back. There's a place for me, too. But I'm not asking for that right now. I'm just asking that she not take the boys and move halfway across the world.
Well, when they're settled, you can arrange visitations with your children. Oregon is not the other side of the world.
It is to me. I want my family. I want my boys. I had an accident. This guy hit me on the FDR. He cut me off. You know, I wanted to be here.
You know, if this was my marriage and it was this important to me, I would have been here on time. Everyone was here on time except you. Next case.
Oh. That judge is not going to be able to show his face in America ever again.
Well, we hope not.
It seems like a terrific movie.
Thank you.
It really does. Changing Lanes, and then later in the year, the Star Wars movie, and then the big explosion movie as well.
Yeah.
Great to see you,
Thank
Sam.
you.
Thank you so much. All right, it opens today. Bill Paxton coming up next. We'll be back. Thanks, Sam.
Monday on Live from the Scorpion King, actor Michael Clark Duncan.
Wow, what a week! At #1 champion Ford, you can drive a brand new 2002 ZX2 for $75 a month. $75 a month! That's a 7 and a 5. $75 a month! Are you going to shop anywhere else? I don't think so.
Bob Casey wants to compare the records. As a district attorney, Ed Rendell personally prosecuted hundreds of criminals. As mayor, Ed Rendell added 1,000 more police on the streets. Rendell lowered violent crime and cut the murder rate by more than 40%. Bob Casey never prosecuted a single criminal. Casey has no frontline experience fighting crime. The only Democrat for governor with the experience to keep Pennsylvania safe, Ed Rendell.
During Lighthouse's Spring Fever Sale, get sizzling hot savings on over 1,000 above-ground pools. Priced from just $4.99. Get huge savings on top brand spas, too. Hundreds of models to choose from, starting as low as $16.88. Wolf tanning systems start at only $9.99. Slate pool tables from $8.99. Get sizzling hot savings on over 1,000 outdoor casual furniture sets, including 5-piece sets from $2.99. And buy any pool, spa, pool table, tanning bed, or patio set. Get no interest, no payments till 2003. Plus, save up to 40% off. Only at Lighthouse.
Celebrate 422 days with April savings up to $26,000. Buy now and take up to an additional 8% off of our already low April sale prices. Only at 422 Homes can you get our exclusive buyer protection plan, the best 10-year warranty available, and 1 year the best homeowner's insurance on every new home sold. Stop in or call one of our 6 convenient custom builder locations today. 1-800-422-5486.
422 Homes. Welcome home.
Fred's Furniture is celebrating their 36th anniversary, and that means you can save 10 to 50% throughout the store. Stop by and check out the fantastic reductions on in-stock quality furniture. Fred's has lots of furniture choices with your wallet in mind. You can furnish every room in your house without breaking the bank. Fred has been helping out Erie families for 36 years, and now he wants to help you by giving you 10 to 50% off. It's Fred's Furniture's 36th anniversary sale and celebration. Going on now at 117 East 12th Street in Erie.
Wow, what a week! At #1 Champion Ford, you can drive a brand new 2002 ZX2 for $75 a month. $75 a month! That's a 7 and a 5. $75 a month! Are you going to shop anywhere else? I don't think so.
For the best deals on the biggest names in travel, go to Priceline.com. Priceline.com. Name your own price and save on airline tickets, hotel rooms, and rental cars.
All right, we have another successful actor on our show today. And incidentally, his movie got terrific reviews today, especially in the New York Times. He's always been a successful actor, but now you can add successful director to his resume with the opening of his new movie, Frailty. Here's Bill Paxton.
This is the first time we've met.
That's right. And I'm thinking he's been on the show, but you know, we were thinking of Bill Pullman.
Yeah. No, but
I haven't heard that before.
But the thing is that you're in so many movies that I feel like I know
Me
you.
and Sam Jackson.
Yeah,
you know,
the two of you have got
designated hitters. They bring us
right.
in to kind of shore up the.
But here was a guy who grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, who wanted to be in the business. And it came to Hollywood when he was 18 years old and did a variety of jobs, anything that he could get his foot in the door. Let's talk about some of those now. You worked for Roger Corman out there.
Yeah, my first job, I went out when I was 18. I asked my dad, I said, Dad, who do you know in Hollywood? He actually knew a very prominent producer named Hal Wallace, who was married to a woman, an actress from Fort Worth named Martha Heyer.
Yes, from Paramount.
But he wrote back and said, I can't even give my own son a job if he's not in one of the film unions. And my dad knew another guy who made industrial films. He wrote this guy, the kind of films you see in health class. But, and he wrote back and said, tell your son to go back to school. My dad wrote him a second time and said, look, can you give him anything to do? And so I came out and I worked at a little studio called Carthay Studios on Pico Boulevard.
Yes.
And Clint Eastwood kept an office there, and Jim Backus.
Oh,
You know,
Mr. Magoo.
Yeah, and from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
Thurston
Mr.
Howell. And I remember meeting him. Fine, boy, fine. And I'm carrying the coffee and running around, and it was kind of like, what, and quit show business? You know.
So you went out for the coffee, you decorated some sets.
Yeah, I did that, but I had a lot of odd jobs. When I decided I really wanted to pursue acting, I had been a waiter for a while, but that was always a weird job, but you know, so you didn't want to run into somebody at the audition. Weren't you waiting on me the other day? Because you want them to see us. So my weirdest job, I think, was throwing the LA Times. Because I had to get up at the crack of dawn.
You mean delivering the papers?
Delivering the papers in Los Angeles.
How accurate were you? Were you accurate?
I was very accurate.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I had a good arm.
Didn't you once stuff orders for Jane Fonda for her
for
workout
her
video?
Yeah, but the paper job was the weirdest because I'd be out at night and yeah, you'd see all kinds of strange things. I remember a man wandering up to me, was completely naked, and obviously he had wandered out of some house and he didn't know where he was. So I'm walking around with this guy. I'm trying to put a blanket around him. And another time I walked into, this woman said, you've got to come in my house. My mother, she's, you know, fallen. She can't get up. And the lights are all on and she's kind of pushing me into this bedroom. And I don't see anybody there. And I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, well, look, I got to get the rest of my route delivered. And she said, no, she's there. And I look around the bed and, God, this poor woman has fallen out of her bed. And so the next thing I'm trying to help her get in bed.
You're just delivering the papers,
Really?
you know what I mean? You're not there to solve the whole city's problems.
I know. It was a very peculiar time to be out, you know.
Oh, my God.
The milkman.
No
The milkman
kidding.
run, yeah. One time there was a bird in a palm tree outside our house. And this bird every night, beep, 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 beep. And I couldn't sleep, can't sleep anyway, and this bird would drive me crazy. So I got up out of bed, it was around 2 in the morning, and I got a football. And I went outside, and I stood by this palm tree, and I fired the football up at the tree. And of course, I missed hitting the bird, and the ball rolled down the street, and the bird was still going beep, beep, beep. I'm in my pajamas. I walk down the street to get the ball. A car comes around the block. Oh, God, you know, it's a cop car.
Of course.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to get my football. It's too long a story. We'll come back in a minute, okay? It's a story.
Monday on Live Actress Jennifer Tilly.
I can't help you.
Plastic holds the promise of a better world, taking medicine to new heights and giving our lives greater comfort. It's in the packaging that protects us and a pacemaker to empower us, every day touching every generation. From the ambulance to the emergency room, it puts the answers in our hands and hope in our hearts. For a safer, more brilliant tomorrow, plastics make it possible.
Everybody join the club.
Make a tuna snacker, a peanut butter stacker, a tasty chili scoop. Join the club. Cover it with cheese, or plain if you please. Soup up tomato soup. Join the club.
Is Keebler Club crackers. Light, buttery taste that works magic with dips, salads, everything. Life's tastier when you join the club.
Club's taste makes it great.
Irresistible.
Join the club.
Let me see what it is. Coming.
Hey, neighbor, thought you could use a little break.
We brought you some Kool-Aid.
You got lemons in it.
Lots of lemons.
You guys will have no problem fitting in around you.
Stir up some smiles.
Anna.
Film is good. Buy two, get one free in specially marked packs of Polaroid film.
Sealy has been rated America's #1 mattress manufacturer by Consumer Digest, and every Sealy in Stearns and Foster is reduced for our grand opening celebration. But you'll find Pennsylvania's largest selection of Sealy at Arthur F. Schultz' 26th and Cascade location only. Mattress Mart at Arthur F. Schultz has free express delivery. Buy it today, sleep on it tomorrow. Guaranteed lowest prices, Pennsylvania's largest selection, and guaranteed satisfaction. Nobody beats Arthur F. Schultz at 26th and Cascade.
Find just the right movie to make your evening special. From the latest new releases to thousands of other selections at Eagle Video. Giant Eagle, make every day taste better.
Bill Paxton with us now. You've seen him in so many movies, but this latest movie is the one, his first directing job. And you know, it occurs to me that every actor, as we were talking earlier, would like to be a director, but how do you get that first job?
It's
a
very
big
difficult.
job. People are afraid to take a chance on you.
Very difficult. It really was because I was able to get Matthew, who I owe a great debt to, Matthew McConaughey, to co-star with me in the film. That gave the studio, Lionsgate, a kind of a comfort level to finance the film. But I was, you know, I'm an unproven quantity as a director. So I owe them a great debt, too.
With the New York Times article, you're proven.
Yeah, I'm getting some nice notices for the film.
Got a great review today, sure.
It was a very smart script. It's a disturbing script. It's not for everybody, folks. It's really for people who like these kind of gothic thrillers that really take them to the outer limits and back.
But you're in the movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I meant it as well.
Do you, along those lines, do you have trouble directing yourself?
Yeah, you know, it's very weird. You start talking to yourself like, I need him to move over here quicker. And you realize you're talking about yourself, so it gets a bit bizarre.
I need myself to move me.
This movie is kind of a brain teaser. It's got a lot of things, you know, we kind of challenge the audience to try to figure out what's going to happen next, because it's a murder mystery in the present, but it has its roots in a series of murders that happened 20 years before. And it's kind of about the whole idea of kind of things that happen out beyond the city limits. I think...
Beyond the city limits, you ought to check my street.
I know. Where people get isolated, that kind of murder out yonder.
Yeah.
It's real Southern Gothic kind of thriller.
What do you prefer, the directing or the acting?
Well, I'll stick with the directing.
Let's take a look at a clip now, see how good he is as a director, all right? This particular scene, father and son. Now, the son, of course, is Matthew McConaughey.
Yes,
we had him on the show.
Yeah.
They're having a family discussion in the family shed.
Yes.
Which may not be the safest place to be.
Don't go in the shed.
Stay out of the shed.
Come in and shut the door. Are you afraid? What?
You?
Only demons should fear me. You're not a demon, are you? The angel said you were. I can't believe that. I won't. You're my son, and I love you more than my own life. You know what's funny about all this, Fenton? I'm afraid of you.
That's something. That little boy is great.
Yeah, cut those eyes.
Yeah, this boy, he was from suburban Chicago. Matt O'Leary, who plays the older. Both boys are terrific, but Matt had the really tougher role. And I think audiences will discover this is one of the most powerful performances they'll see this year. And he really is the star of this movie.
Well, congratulations on your first directing job, Bill. Frailty opens today. We'll be back with some hot, fun summer books in a moment.
Tuesday on Live, pop singing group Destiny's Child.
Sunday, April 14th, join area bowlers at Eastway Lanes for Kegling for Kids. All proceeds from the tournament benefit Gifts for Kids. Registration begins at 11:30 with bowling starting at 12:30 sharp. Have fun while supporting a great cause. Kegling for Kids, sponsored in part by 35 WSEE and Caring for Kids.
When Ed Rendell was mayor, Philadelphia was caught falsifying its crime statistics by the FBI. Now, Ed Rendell still isn't telling the truth about his record on crime. The fact is that under Ed Rendell, Philadelphia's murder rate was nearly 3 times higher than New York City's. Violent crime went up 20%. In fact, violent crime was going up in Philadelphia at the same time it was going down in America. The real Rendell record, a 20% increase in violent crime.
Plug into savings at Stone Mountain's Carpet Mill Outlet. Our cardboard spokes guy Art has sapped prices to save you even more with special power buys. Look for power buy signs store-wide. They mean limited time extra savings on carpets, laminate, and vinyl floors. Plus, get no payments, no interest for 6 months on all flooring. Fabulous selection, huge inventories, power buys, and Art mean beautiful floors for less. Only at Stone Mountain. Power buy savings. Why pay more? Go to where America saves on flooring.
Far More Power Buys are back. Remember those fabulous money-saving deals? They're back. So come in for thousands of bargains, plus incredible power buys. This week we bought over 11,000 bottles of maximum strength glucosamine chondroitin, now just $12.97 each. And over 309,000 boxes of 10-pack High C Blast, now just 67 cents each. But we can only buy so much of a good thing. So hurry in while supplies last. Power buys are back. Only at Far More.
Looking for some fun this weekend? Head to the JMC Ice Arena Saturday for Healthy Kids Day from 11 to 3. There will be lots of activities to help build strong kids, and admission is free.
You see a great pair of sunglasses, the word prescription doesn't spring to mind. I hear it every day at LensCrafters. A lot of folks still think they can't get the styles they love and the prescription they need. Well, they're wrong. We have all the new 2002 styles like Ray-Ban and Vogue available in your prescription. Come into LensCrafters and see. You don't need perfect sight for perfect sunglasses. Are you lucky enough to need glasses?
Who says we're not versatile?
That's right. We have a book table right here.
That's
Temperatures
right.
are starting to rise. You know, steamy season requires lots of good, juicy reads.
Right.
So here with his top picks for hot and fun summer reads is the book editor of Cosmopolitan magazine, John Searles. John, nice to have you here.
John, summertime is really the time where you don't want to be bogged down with self-help. You don't want to know about improvement. You want a little dirt.
You want to escape
a little
reality.
filth, and escape reality, right.
So I picked books that were complete escape realities. They're
terrific.
The first one I picked is a murder mystery set in the world of women's magazines, so it hits close to home for me.
Oh, yeah. Great,
Someone tries to kill the editor-in-chief by giving her a box of poison chocolates. You see the chocolates on the cover.
So great.
It's a complete page turner. It's perfect for the beach, so it's great.
All right.
And it's a quick, light read, very entertaining. entertaining?
It's completely entertaining. And it also has lots of dish about the women's magazine industry, so anyone who wants to know about models or what goes on.
So is it a little bit of reality in this book?
There is, yes.
Oh, terrific.
Well, he should know. He's the guy who...
This is a contender.
Do you read all these books?
I do read all these books.
Linda Howard is dying to please. Now, what does this say? Author of the New York Times bestseller, Open Season, so she's a pretty good author.
All I'm going to say is there's a scene in here that's naked wrestling.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Wrestling, a definite contender.
That's all it takes for your club. I love it.
Kelly getting very excited about this. Oh, here, Lisa Scottolini, Courting Trouble. Another best-selling author.
People magazine called Lisa Scottolini the female John Grisham. So anyone who loves John Grisham, this is a female version of that. And it's out in a few weeks. It's a complete and total page-turner.
Why are all these books written by women?
I
What
think
does that tell
in
you?
this genre, women tend to tell a juicier tale, I have to say.
Women have wonderful powers of fantasy also. You know.
Here's one that could have been written by Kelly, but anyway, this woman beat her to the punch. It's Confessions of a Psychopathic Social Climber. Sociopath. Whatever it is.
Social climber. This one, I keep thinking, might be my first...
I have to say, it's really good. It's not a mystery, it's funny. If you like Bridget Jones' Diary, this is that times 10. It's really funny about a woman whose private diary becomes a gossip column, and it's about what happens to her and all her adventures.
Yeah, I'm going to keep
Here's my favorite title. For all the wrong reasons.
Yes. The story of...
The blurb on the cover says, Jackie Collins, watch out. So anyone who loves Jackie Collins will love this.
Revenge, ambition.
Revenge, dynasties, and money, and all this stuff. It's about a really wealthy woman who she catches her husband cheating. So they divorce, and she's left penniless. And it's about what happens to her when she rebuilds her life and falls in love again. So...
Here we go. Angels. What do you think of this one?
Angels. You know, I want to talk about these two together because they're books that if you were going to the beach with a friend, you could maybe swap these two.
Yeah, that's always
because they're both about women whose lives fall apart, but then they flee. One runs to Australia, one runs to Los Angeles, and they meet men, and it's about what happens to them when they're rebuilding their lives. So these are very sexy, fun page-turners.
Good, good, good.
Just in case your life falls apart.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mary Higgins Clark. Well, now this is a well-known author.
Yeah. Mary Higgins Clark is a heavy hitter. This is another mystery from her about a woman whose sister was murdered in her childhood, and she sets out, now that she's a grown woman, to solve the murder. So it happens.
Okay.
James Patterson.
Finally, a man makes your list here.
Yes.
Second Chance. Now, is this along the hot beach fun that we're...
This is definitely hot beach fun. You're going to see a lot of people reading this and all these books on the beach this summer. It's the second in this series of what's called the Women's Murder Club, about different women who set out to solve serial killer investigations. So
I love these James Patterson books.
They are great.
Always...
You just eat them up.
Yeah, they're really great fun reads.
I heard you guys talking about this.
Summer.
As I walked into the den, I condemned myself for even considering having an affair with Luther.
This one is about a woman who has a perfect life. She's married, she's happy, but then her ex-college boyfriend returns wanting a second chance. And so it's perfect for Luther. Anyone who's ever had those what-if questions about romance or love that they've lost and let go, this is really juicy, too.
So these books have a shot at making the bestseller list, or are they just...
I think James Patterson might already be there. Mary Higgins Clark is always there.
Yeah, always there.
Actually, Lisa Scottolini, all of them.
And how about your own book here, Boys Still Missing?
It's just out in paperback, so I hope when they're going to get your book, they'll run over to the paperback table and get mine. But it's but a teenage boy who has an affair with his father's mistress.
And this is not a true story.
It's not a true story, but it's about a teenage boy who has an affair with his father's mistress, so there's lots of twists and turns in it, too.
Terrific. Maybe this will be book number one.
Maybe, I would like that.
Boy, that got our attention. Well, John, thank you very much. If you want to go over these books and more of John's picks, tune into our Live with Regis and Kelly.com website, okay? We'll be right back. And John, thank you so much.
For more information, please visit our website. Live will return in a moment.
On the next crossing over, her family's bond had been put to the test.
People would disown, like, you're not my son, you're not my brother.
But she's about to discover that everyone's finally come together.
There is a making up feeling. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, John helps a woman celebrate her newfound courage.
The passing of your son has created the ability to take more of a stand.
On the next crossing over with John Edward.
Weekdays at 10 on 35 WSEE.
Hey, aren't you the value guy?
don't you know?
What can I do for you?
You bought some light bulbs a while back. How are they working?
They're great.
Excellent.
Do it yourself and save big with attractive and durable Armstrong vinyl flooring. Choose Royale vinyl flooring with cushion backing for just 29 cents a square foot, or the Easy Clean Vernay floor tiles for just 39 cents a square foot at value.
Low prices and the friendliest people in town. Once again,
Value has everything you need.
Come to the Egg-stravaganza at Perkins. Any time of day you can have exactly what you want. Like the Magnificent 7 for just $2.99, the Tremendous 12 for only $3.99, or a premium omelet for just $4.99. Try a charbroiled sirloin for $6.99 or a smoked ham steak for only $5.99. Come to the Egg-stravaganza, perfectly prepared by Perkins. And that's no exaggeration.
Perkins, always something fresh and new.
At Lighthouse's Spring Fever Sale. Get sizzling hot savings on hundreds of top brand outdoor casual furniture sets. 5-piece sets start as low as $2.99. Choose from a huge selection of aluminum, sling, even outdoor wicker sets. All at up to 40% off. You'll get sizzling hot savings on top brand spas too. Choose from hundreds of different models starting at just $16.88. And that's not all. Over 1,000 above ground pools starting at only $4.99. Wolf tanning systems start at just $9.99. Slate pool tables from $8.99 during the Spring Fever Sale. Only at Lighthouse.
Warm up to the new springtime selection of dolls and bears at Hidden Treasures. You'll find gifts of charm in the beautifully detailed dolls from Madame Alexander. Cuddle the lifelike Middleton babies and enjoy the glamour and glitz of the Little Souls one-of-a-kind dolls. Girls, the Groovy Girls are at Hidden Treasures. They are the hippest playmates and most fashionable friends. And come celebrate 100 years of the Teddy Bear, featuring Boyd's, Stife, and Teddy Roosevelt and his family of bears. Hidden Treasures on Route 99, just north of Edinburgh on the lake.
Monday on the show, Michael Clark Duncan will be here.
And Peter Gross with his baby animals.
And Jennifer Tilley. Now, this is what your assignment is this weekend.
I have to read all of these.
Read all these books
I have 2
because
weeks to
yes,
make my decision.
and in a couple of weeks, you're going to come on. We're going to sit in front of our book table, and you're going to recommend to America a juicy summertime read, okay?
That's right.
All right. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by
Today's Aquafresh. It's not just a toothpaste. It's 3 toothpastes in 1 to protect your whole mouth. Triple protection Aquafresh. It's the whole mouth paste.
some members of our studio audience will receive.
It's Jennifer Convertible's 8-piece living room for just $6.99. A sofa bed, 2 garden chairs, 3 tables, and 2 lamps.
Jennifer Convertibles, America's largest sofa bed specialist.
They're your family. That's why you serve them all-natural Tyson chicken with no additives and minimal processing. Tyson, it's what your family deserves.
Monday on Live, we'll meet some baby animals with Peter Gross from the new film The Scorpion King, actor Michael Clark Duncan, and actress Jennifer Tilley.
Your 7-piece Estee Lauder gift includes a take-home makeup lesson, free with any 2150 Estee Lauder purchase. Through April 27th, exclusively at Kaufman's.
Those chicken sandwiches are about as radical as your mother's minivan. You need to try a new KFC Blazing Buffalo Twister. It's got 2 blazing crispy strips, buffalo sauce, ranch dressing, cheese, all in a warm tortilla.
KFC's new Blazing Buffalo Twister. Buy one now and get a free medium Pepsi.
Beautiful homes begin with the look of the outside. Make yours a pleasure to see with Allen Company's decorative retaining walls and interlocking stone walks, patios, and drives. Whatever your personal preference, Allen Companies can custom design the right colors, shapes, and textures to complement any landscape. And because they only use first quality materials, you're assured these beautiful designs will last for years to come. For a free estimate, call Allen Companies today.
All we ask is the opportunity to serve you in a truly professional manner.
I love old things and the memories that go with them, like grandmother's quilt, my husband's letter sweater, and my wedding gown. I wouldn't trust it to just any dry cleaner. The one I use will make sure this dress will look as beautiful on my daughter as it did on me 22 years ago.
From wedding gowns to sleeping bags, you can trust Thrifty.
Look nifty with Thrifty. Thrifty Dry Clean with 3 locations to serve you.
Get your complete Newswatch 35 Storm Team forecast twice an hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Classy 100.